So in other words, when Muhammad slept with her at the age of 9, she did not bleed yet. Go find it in Fath al-Bari, volume 10, for the explanation for Sahih al-Bukhari.
Brother, first of all, you said something about you
Until
cannot
now, you
harm the
didn't bring any
child.
proof, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
giving
brother,
you
let me
proof
answer the
after
question.
proof.
Stop talking for a second. Let me answer.
But bring
Please.
proof, please.
I will bring
Yes.
proof. I will bring proof.
Welcome back to Religious Insights. On this episode of this debate with Godlogic, Godlogic is engaging a Muslim in a debate as he exposes child marriage and other intercourse issues in Islam. Let's watch this video to get more facts.
Can we all agree on this stage
No.
that it's wrong?
He said
No.
You can ask. No.
Can we all agree? And I hope you say yes to this. Actually, Sunni, you're being too quick here. Can we all agree that it is absolutely disgusting and wrong for a grown man to have sexual relations with a little kid?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
I will rip them apart if I see one.
Good.
Okay. So what are your proof? It is the Bible that allows child marriage, not the Quran.
Okay.
Quran chapter 4 verse.
Let's go into the Quran and let's see.
Okay,
So,
let us.
Just to be clear, you said that child marriage is wrong, Sunni Muslim?
It's wrong. Yes, it is wrong according to the Quran itself.
According to the Quran itself.
Which
All right. So this is awesome. And then Bambali, I hope I said your name right. Are you a Muslim?
No.
Please confirm that you're a Muslim.
Pardon?
Are you a Muslim?
Yeah, I am a Muslim.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, but I have some problems.
Good. Ahmed, I didn't hear your answer. Do you also agree that it's disgusting and immoral for grown men to have relations with kids?
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
100%.
It's disgusting.
All right, good. So we're all on the same page here now. All right, so if we go to chapter 4, I'm sorry, I'm still in 424, 434, goodness.
Chapter 65 verse
Chapter
4.
65, verse 4. You're right, Sunni Muslim. Matter of fact, Sunni Muslim, I'm going to let you teach it. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Chapter 65, verse 24. I'm going to read it, and then I'll let you take it from here, okay, Sunni Muslim? Because you've been patient in trying to jump in. You've been pretty hasty. All right.
Right.
So, so it says that, hold on, let me get down. 65-4. Mash Yeshua. Watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that like button.
I'm gonna hit the dislike button. Dislike button. I'm gonna hit it.
Oh, what a hater. Don't let the haters hate. The haters gonna hate, man. The haters are gonna hate. Matter of fact, while you're up here, Sunni Muslim, double tap that screen so you can show that your support for the platform here. I mean, you're bringing us really good views, really good retention. So I want to appreciate you. All right, so here's the verse. It says this. And for those of your women who have passed the age of monthly courses, for them the iddah, waiting period, is, if you have doubts, is 3 months. And for those who have not menstruated yet, their iddah is 3 months likewise. And for those who are pregnant, their iddah is until they deliver the baby. And whosoever fears Allah and keeps his duty, he makes it easy for them. All right, so there's 3 categories of women here. The women who are too old to menstruate, the women who have not menstruated yet, and the pregnant women. We're focusing on category 2. Go ahead, Sunni Muslim.
Okay. The verse is speaking about women, that there are women who have not menstruated yet. For sure, there are some women who, face diseases that stop them from menstruating. Even today, we have such women. So the Quran does not refer to children. The verse is even against child marriage. The verse itself is against child marriage. The verse is speaking about women. Example, Ezekiel chapter 16 verse 7. The Bible gives the parable of a woman. But
what does the Bible have to do with this verse?
Let me give you an example. The Bible gives a parable of Israel.
I'm stopping you because the Bible has nothing to do with this verse. It doesn't help you.
Is this
Okay,
ultimate light?
pardon?
Is this ultimate light?
I think so. Is this ultimate light?
For
Yeah,
sure.
that's him, bro. For sure.
I knew it. I knew it. I just at first I thought it was ultimate truth with a changed voice.
Yeah, Sheikh Ahmad,
So
this
ultimate light made of another account and made his way up here on the panel, man.
Yeah.
Bro, this is it's your MO. Like, you can never deal with your Quran. You always run to the Bible.
Should have denied it.
Yeah.
An example,
It's,
just to show you.
Can anybody else deal with this? An actual real Muslim.
Right. I'll jump in. Bumbly, if you let me. Okay. So the verse, obviously you have an issue with the one who hasn't menstruated yet, but it doesn't put an age to it. There's no age.
Yeah,
right?
There's no age.
Or there's no age. It looks like obviously prepubescent.
That's not true. That's not true. There is an age.
Paul, you need to be on mute. I'm sorry.
No. Let me teach you. Let me teach you.
You
There is
didn't
an
even
age.
interrupt others, but when I speak, you interrupt me. I don't even know you.
Go ahead.
Okay. What I was saying was the verse is talking about prepubescent, and I don't know if you guys are aware, some women or some girls, they don't get their periods, their menstruation, at when they're supposed to get it. It gets delayed.
That's a rare account, yeah.
It is rare, but it happens,
anomaly.
right?
It's not talking about this.
It is rare, but it does happen. Actually, it happens to every 1,000 or something like that. It happens to 2 or 3, which is not that rare as you think. So that has to be addressed. That has to be covered. So what it is women who should be having menstruation who are not having it due to a condition called, if you Google, it's called amenorrhea. It's a condition. Yeah. So that condition prevents women to not have their periods starting, and it can start very late. Today it can start 18 years old, at the age of 18.
Is this what this verse is talking about? Is it talking about the rare physical disability of women who are missing their period, or is it talking about girls who haven't reached the age of menstruation yet?
Girls who haven't reached naturally the age of menstruation. So we would know, like in a society, you would know roughly the age where girls start having their menstruation. So this has a window of those girls who have not reached the age of menstruation, whether it's naturally or they just haven't reached that age yet. Not the age. So these ones here on the verse, they've reached the age of menstruation. They passed it, but they haven't had their menstruation.
Can I show you the tafsir on this?
Yeah, so I know.
Before you do that, Godlogic, let me ask you a question.
May I speak?
Hold on, guys.
Please.
All right. Godlogic, can I ask you? I just want to clarify something. So does that mean that if I wanted to say somebody is anameria, or is it like that? That's how you say it, anaria, or like the disease, right? Let's say. Okay. If that's the case, that's fine. You don't have to mention what it is. But my question is, would it be the author of the Quran? If that was the case, they would say they were not able to menstruate, or they couldn't menstruate. Those who could not menstruate, or those are not able to menstruate, instead of saying never menstruate, like the not yet menstruated. Would that clarify?
Before anyone says anything, I would like to speak as a Muslim, if you allow me, guys.
Sorry, guys.
Guys, hold on. I asked the question from Godlogic. If you could answer me.
Yeah, to me, it would make a lot of sense if he's talking about categories of women, the ones who are too old to menstruate, as it clearly says,
right?
And then if it's talking about the sickly ones,
right,
who have that disease, and for those who can't menstruate, and for those who have not menstruated yet.
Yet, correct.
If you
That's what I
allow
wanted
me
to clarify.
say, yeah, that's actually true. And I'm a Muslim myself, and the ayah does talk about children who has not menstruated. That is true.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, that is true. If you go to the tafsir, it talks about children who has not menstruated. However, child marriage in Islam, you're not allowed to consummate the marriage with a child unless she reaches the age of puberty. After she gets a period, allowed to consummate the marriage. this has happened. And if you say, oh, how can you do this? How is that possible? How does Islam allow this? There's a concept that's called presentism. And you cannot say this is wrong based on today's standards. A long time ago, this was the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. You can go around the topic of Aisha and whatever. He married some people say she was 9, she was 6, whatever the age is, but she has not consummated the marriage until she reached the age of puberty. And so you can, going back to the topic of presentism, there are a lot of cases where kings or many people in history that have married children, and it has been going on. But today's standard, this is not allowed. Because of today's standard society, the child has to grow, she has school to attend to, and in comparison to 2,000 years ago, the child did not have to do anything. There was nothing to do. Life was simpler and life was easy. You could even find famous poets like Edgar Allan Poe, who married a 13-year-old. You can find kings who married like 9-year-old children. It was very common back then. But it's not.
But
Islam
gotta land at some point.
Can I just jump in there then? Can I just jump in there?
All right.
When you said the waiting period, what's the waiting period for?
The waiting period is for protecting the child herself, because
before they can remarry, right? I'm going to read you Maududi. In the same thing, in the tafsir of Maududi, this is what he says. He said, one should bear in mind the fact that according to the explanation given in the Quran, the question of the waiting period...
Maududi. He says Maududi.
All right.
Yeah. He says, in the case of the waiting period arising in respect of the woman with whom marriage may have been consummated, the waiting period there in the case of divorce is pronounced before the consummation of marriage. That's in Al-Azhab 49, which is 3349. Therefore, making mention of the waiting period for the girls who have not yet menstruated clearly proves that it is not only permissible to give away the girl in marriage at this age, but it is also permissible for the husband to consummate marriage with her.
That's not true.
Let me read, brother. Let me read finished.
Continue reading.
Obviously, no Muslim has the right to forbid a thing which the Quran has held permissible. Now, when we're talking about 65:4, and you read the tafsirs, it talks about the young woman. And it says that the waiting period is only if you've consummated the marriage. Meaning, if you haven't consummated the marriage in 3349, then there is no waiting period.
All right. God bless you guys. God bless you, Habibi, Avery. How are you?
Well, I want him to respond to that, Robert.
Yeah,
God
sure.
bless you. Yeah.
I just want
him to respond to that. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I don't want to lose it.
No.
So,
let him answer, and then maybe I can say something.
You would am I allowed to respond right now?
Yeah, so he took you through how according to the verse, those girls, those kids, they have a waiting period, right?
Yeah, they do have a waiting period.
And according to the Quran, you don't have a waiting period, right? So you don't have a waiting period unless the marriage has been consummated, right?
Yes and no. It's for children. You're not allowed to consummate the marriage until they hit the age of puberty.
But then there wouldn't be a waiting.
No, there will be a waiting period. This is the reason there is a waiting period because.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I need like we got to see this stuff, okay? So the Quran is verbatim, like blatant. There is no waiting period if you have not touched the believing woman, your wife. There is no waiting period.
Yeah, he's talking about Surah Al-Azhab 49.
Yeah, chapter 3349. It literally says there is no waiting period if you have not touched her.
Yes.
Okay. So we go back to 65:4. The child who's being divorced has a waiting period, which means she was touched.
No. I like your correlation is correct.
Can I jump in?
Child marriage. No. Before you come to things, your correlation is correct, but it does not apply to child marriage. And the reason is we go to the Prophet, peace be upon him. Whatever he did, we follow, and he has not consummated the marriage before she hit puberty.
That's not true.
That is true.
Yeah,
the hadith says Aisha, peace be upon Aisha radiallahu anha has a hadith that is sahih, and she said this herself. If she
Where did
was
she
touched
say that
before,
No,
hadith?
no.
What
I
did
can
she
give
say?
I can give you the correct hadith, but I didn't memorize it. But I can find it for you. And give
But
it to
you're
you. But I
reading
have to look it
false
up.
translation, Habibi.
Yes, we
No,
know
I'm
the
not
hadith
reading
you're
false
talking
translation.
about.
Habib, I'm Arab. What are you talking about?
Okay, can
No,
you
no.
read the Arabic for me?
Yeah.
No, I don't have it right now, but I can
Oh, you
pull it
don't
out.
have it. Okay.
No,
So
don't
if
give
have
you
you
it
read
right
the
now
time.
because I
Arabic,
didn't
it
memorize
says
the
lam
hadith. I didn't
aqal.
memorize the hadith.
Let me read the
I did
Arabic.
not.
The Arabic says lam aqal,
Mhm.
which means I did not understand. It doesn't say, she's not talking about her reaching the age of puberty. Else it would have
Continue. No,
used.
continue the verse. Continue the hadith and read it. Read
Yeah,
the
I
whole
don't
verse.
have it here
Read
in
the whole
front of me,
hadith.
but if you look it up, you will see that it says lam aqal, which means I did not understand yet. So she didn't reach the age of understanding. It doesn't talk about her puberty at all.
That's
If you
about
go,
marriage.
just a second, just a
Talks
second.
about marriage.
If you go
Yeah,
to
continue.
if you go to the hadith, you'll see always on the left the translation and on the right the Arabic. If you go on sunnah.com, for example, in the English translation, they lied about what the Arabic says. The Arabic doesn't talk about sun al-bulugh, which means the age of puberty. So they lied in the translation, like always.
No, they're not
On
lie.
top of that, just a second, brother. On top of that, if you go to any big classical scholar like Imam al-Nawawi, Imam al-Shafi'i, Imam
Nawawi
Malik,
has
just a second,
yeah.
please
Continue.
don't. Can I finish?
All right. I'll mute my mic.
Okay, beautiful. If you go to these classical scholars like Imam al-Nawawi, Imam Malik, Imam Abu Hanifa, all of them, they fully agree that there is no age limitation for a girl to sleep with. They only placed one condition. Look at this condition, Brother Avery. The only
As
condition
long
is
as
that
she can take it.
handle your banana inside her. So the only condition is that it will fit, that you won't cause her harm. There is no age limitation in Islam, and I challenge you to refute me on it by bringing your scholars. There is no age limitation for a girl when you marry her to sleep with her, as long you won't harm her, and you don't destroy her private part. That's the only condition, basically.
The condition in Islam is to reach puberty, which means menstruation needs
No,
to
that's
take
a
place.
lie. Show me.
That's
Brother,
not-
wait.
that's not a
I
condition.
just want to answer him. I want to answer him. How can you enter the
Prove it.
girl?
No, let
Okay,
Ahmed prove it by bringing
answer with
sources.
science. Answer with science and logically. How can you enter
No,
a girl
gu-
that has not
guys,
reached the age of puberty?
Guys, we're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but
okay,
but
well,
we're talking
I'm gonna
about.
answer.
Hold on. Stop.
Okay.
We're talking about
All right.
Islamic ruling.
Yes,
You guys are
yes.
making the mistake saying that Islamically you cannot, consummate the marriage until she hits puberty. That's
All right.
not your Islamic jurisprudence.
Exactly.
This is our Islamic jurisprudence, and I'll
Okay,
respond
Okay,
to him.
can you show us this? Because what we have is the opposite.
Bring your dalil.
Because what he said.
Bring your
I'll
evidence.
bring my delay. First of all, I'd just like to answer him.
Because I just
He
gave
said-
you name. No. Bring
Brother,
evidence,
brother,
because I
brother,
just gave
brother.
you
I'll
giant
answer you
scholars.
first, then I'll give you
Your
evidence,
scholars
brother,
are
brother.
saying there is
Brother,
no
I'll
age
give you evidence.
limitation for sleeping with little girls. All of them. This is scholarly
There is no-
consensus among Muslim Sunni
Brother.
scholars. They all agree
Okay.
that you can sleep with little children as long you don't harm them, you don't destroy their private parts. In other words,
All
there is
right,
no
brother.
age limitation, and they even give
Brother.
the age of Aisha. On top of that, Avery, let me say one thing and I'll mute. If you go to Fath al-Bari, volume 10, I'm even giving you the source. Go to Fath al-Bari, volume 10, by Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. He explains that Aisha did not reach the age of puberty until she became 16 years old. 16 years old. So in other words, when Muhammad slept with her at the age of 9, she did not bleed yet. Go find it in Fath al-Bari, volume 10, for the explanation for Sahih al-Bukhari.
Brother, first of all, you said something about you
Until
cannot
now, you
harm
didn't
the
bring
child.
any proof, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
giving
brother, let me
proof
answer
after
the
proof.
question. Stop talking for a second. Let me answer.
But bring
Please.
proof, please.
I will bring
Yes.
proof. But let me answer the question first. First, you said that you can have a sex with a child as long as you don't harm her. Harm comes when the child does not hit puberty.
No, that's not
Harm
that's
is
not
there even
according to what the
afterwards.
scholars say. That's a lie from you. You just
Yeah.
No,
did
it's not
bid'ah.
a lie. First of all,
You're
no,
literally
it's not a
lying
lie
and you're
from-
not showing proof.
And first, second of, let me finish. You asked me a question. Let me finish. The second part about Alim Nawawi had some like for his ideology was a bit like messed up sometimes. He used to say things that are out of pocket, and usually scholars would disagree with him.
Imam al-Nawawi is
Third
a
of all,
Are you
the
serious,
age of
bro?
marriage.
Imam
Imam
Nawawi?
Nawawi, the Mufassir for
Wait,
Sahih
wait,
Muslim,
wait,
is a
wait,
liar.
sometimes,
Under the
no, I'm not. I
bus.
didn't say he's a liar. I didn't say he's a liar.
Imam
I didn't say
Talk
he's a
about
liar.
under.
I didn't say he's a
Talk
liar.
about under
Sometimes
the
scholars
bus.
disagree with him because he had he had some thoughts that were not normal. Like
But
I would say
Shafi'i,
abnormal.
Imam Malik,
Let
all
me,
agree with
bro.
him.
You interrupted
Imam
me around
Malik
4
and
times,
Shafi'i
man. I
agree with
muted
him.
my mic. I muted my mic when you spoke.
Wow.
Please have respect for me. Second of all, the
Unbelievable.
age of Aisha herself was disputed. There is no clear evidence
It was
of the
never
age of
disputed
Aisha.
among.
It was never
Ibn Kathir
disputed.
said-
That's a
Ibn
lie.
Kathir
It's
said
not
It
it
is
was
disputed.
never a
There is no
dispute.
clear evidence. There is no clear evidence of the age of Aisha, peace be upon her, because ages back then were not recorded. Even
Guys,
she would
remember,
say she was
he
6.
thrown
Even
Imam
if she'd
al-Nawawi
say
under
she's
the bus.
6 or
He
not,
has thrown Sahih al-Bukhari and
Oh
Imam
my
Bukhari
God.
under the
Yeah.
bus. He's
Yeah, this is
thrown
I
this
did
is
not
this
do
is
Imam
this
this,
is
under the
bro.
bus.
getting
You are
bad.
interrupting me, bro. I'm not having
Yeah,
conversations. You're literally interrupting me.
Respectfully, my man. Look,
Bro, God is
look,
logic.
look,
I
look.
just
I have to say this. I have to say this.
He's
dude,
not a Sunni
because
Muslim, Avery.
if we're
I
continuing
am a
this
Sunni
conversation,
Muslim,
man,
brother, but you're interrupting
I
me a
got you.
lot.
We got you. But listen, notice how we've been bringing evidence. We've brung sources.
Yes.
We've brung quotes. Can you give us some type of evidence backing up what you're saying? The first thing about she has to, according to your jurisprudence, according to your scholars, that she has to hit puberty in order for her for the marriage to be consummated. Because we have the opposite, that it's not puberty, but it's when she can handle it. As long as she can take it, you're good to go. Can you show us the opposite? That
Yeah, please.
according to your jurisprudence,
Okay.
that
I'm dying to have it.
needs
I'm
puberty.
dying to have what you just said. I wanted to
Let's
see.
wait. Let's wait for the evidence.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. You can
Okay.
carry on. I'll just get the evidence.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
get back. Give me a second.
Hey,
yeah, guys, I just
do not leave,
continue.
bro. Come back, okay?
God is
If you
logic.
I
cannot
will
find,
not
come
leave. I
back.
will not leave.
I just
I will
want
not
If
leave.
you can-
And if I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong, but I will not leave.
Okay, good.
All right, good.
Guys,
That's good. That's
uh,
good.
Yeah, brother
God is
Steve,
logic.
10
I
years.
just want
You
to
won't
ask you
find
the
it.
question, please, if you don't mind, because this question has been disturbing me for a long time, and I've been asking many Muslim scholars, but I did not have, a correct answer from anyone yet. Regarding this Surah 4, that's Nisa 171, the Quran confirmed that Jesus is Word of God. So this is what I always say to people: if Jesus is Word of God, does that simply mean we can call Jesus as God? Because you cannot separate a man from his word. But all they are saying, no, he's not God. I said, then the idea of Trinity, or the Christian calling Jesus God, I think that has been proved by the Quran, because when you look
Avery,
at
shall I answer his question?
Bro,
No,
that's
hold
not
on.
the topic, though. That's
Yeah.
not the topic, though.
It's
It's
a
not a topic, but yeah.
Can I
But he's
recap
good.
on the child marriage, please?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Paul.
so
I've been wanting to say something, by the way.
right after me, bro. I've been waiting like patiently
Alright.
because I really researched this one. You said, Ahmad, I'll start with you, saying that there's no any indication of age. Well, that's not true, because according to your tafsir, they made a full distinction between young women with amenorrhea and children, because they use those terms. And faithfully looking into your own sources, children are typically anyone that have not reached puberty, and typically 13 years old. So your scholars did make that distinction when they actually granted amenorrhea. For example, Razi, he granted amenorrhea, and he said he used two different terms. He said as-sighar and young women. I don't remember exactly the actual phrase, but it translates like this. If you press me enough, I will look it up. It's so easy for me. Look at Bahith al-Qur'ani, and then I just go into Al-Razi 65.4, and I'll see it. But if you don't believe me, but if you want to take my word for now, we can see there is an absolute distinction of age, because your scholars made that distinction by using children and young women in their tafsir, and not many tafsir actually mention what young women, and all of them by consensus of all the tafsir mentioned and included children. children according to Islamic understanding of children. So that all being said, Mr. What is his name? Happy kind of whatever.
Yeah,
Happy
Paul,
whatever.
just a second. I want to add something on top of what you said before I forget it.
I'm after Paul. Rob,
Yeah,
I'm
just a
sorry.
second, Ahmed,
No,
because
no, bro. I'm after Paul, bro.
Respectfully, he was
Please,
next. That is true.
I don't want to lose my train of thought, Rob. Please just hold on. So the fact is now that you said the api that is presentism. You just committed fallacy because presentism is not the issue here. This is still valid until present day. Your jurists and your scholars until today they allow such thing that you can actually consummate the marriage with a child until today that have not reached puberty. There's no presentism. I don't even know how presentism fallacy actually applies. So you are in fact committing fallacy because you cited a fallacy that doesn't apply. You're absolutely wrong about this. Hardy just passing me. So that being said, please weigh your words very carefully for the next thing you're going to say. I have present day scholars today announcing on public TV that you can consummate the marriage with a child that is even 1 day old, and that's Sunni as well. So there's no such thing as presentism.
Alright, welcome back guys. I believe you enjoyed watching this video, and also we believe you were able to learn one or two things from watching this video. Let us know your opinion in the comment section. Please keep your comments friendly as we engage each other. We are here to learn, we are here to argue to learn and not to win, because you can win an argument and lose the man. There is a wave of child marriage that is ravaging Islam and other Islamic states because of the wrong teaching in Islam, where they believe that the criteria for a child to engage in sexual activities with her husband is in her ability to handle penetration, which is a pathetic situation because the husband will keep testing and putting the child through pains in attempt to test if the child can handle the pains. So you can see that it is pathetic. It is not a one-time something. It happens often until the husband feels that the child cannot bear the pain of penetration, and then it happens. So it is a pathetic situation. If Muhammad had lived today, he would be in prison, let alone regarded as a prophet. Nobody would have regarded him as a prophet. Rather, he will be a PDF and he will be in prison by this time if he is living in this age and time. And there are many people living in this age and time who see nothing wrong with all of this, with all their prophet have done. The prophet made this Surah 65 verse 4 to justify his marriage to Aisha. Imagine one man putting millions of people in dilemma because a single man cannot control his sexual urge. And you can see that there are so many Muslims who are divided because of this same verse of the Quran, because a single person who was supposed to be a bearer of the message of Jesus chose to find his own path and created his own path by bringing a different teaching into the word, and his urge for sexual sins has made him to deviate from the true path and misleading so many people from the true path also. And it is more pathetic that it is the old folks of over 50 years that are coming to marry these kids, and their parents give consent because they want to honor their prophet by giving their kids out in marriage, because if they don't do it, it will look or sound like they have dishonored their prophet. So guys, let's know your views in the comment section. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and your family, most especially your Muslim friends. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video.